In this video, we're going to look at multiplicative factors and percent increase and decrease. Complete the table below. Write the multiplicative factor as a ratio over 100 and a decimal. Okay. So we have percent changes here. So a 25% increase would mean that we take our 100% and we'd add on 25%. So our new percent of a whole would be 125% if we have a 25% increase. As a multiplicative factor, we'll write this as a ratio. So that's 125% or 125 over 100. And as a decimal, this is equal to 1.25. So our denominators will be 100 in general. And when you divide by 100, it moves the decimal 2 places to the left. If you're not sure or forget which way to move the decimal, you can always put it in your calculator to check until you've done it enough times that you remember. Okay, so if you have a 25% increase, your new value is 1.25 times as large as the original. Let's look at the next one, a 13% decrease. Well, that means you're going to take your 100% and subtract 13%. Well, that would be 100 minus 13 is 87%. Okay, so to find a value that's a 13% decrease, you would have 87 over 100, which as a decimal is 0.87. The next value is an increase. We want to take 100% and increase it by 4.25%. Adding these together, we have 104.25%. The multiplicative factor, the number you multiply by to get the new amount, is 104.25 over 100. Okay, and we're not going to simplify that or write it without decimals because basically we'll always be putting that in the calculator. And as a decimal, again, that moves the decimal place 2 to the left. We are not going to round. We need these decimal places. So 1.0425. The next one, a 12.2% decrease. Start with your 100%, subtract off the 12.2%. So 100 minus 12.2 is 87.8%. So if some amount is decreased by 12.2%, the new amount is 87.8% of the original amount. As a fraction, this is 87.8 over 100. And as a decimal, dividing by 100 moves the decimal 2 places to the left, which is 0.878. Next, we have a 115% increase. So we start with our 100% and we're adding 115%. It's tempting to just add 15% because you see it's 15% more than 100, but we're starting with 100%. So the sum of these two percents is 215%, which is 215 over 100, or 2.15. So if there's an increase of 115%, the new amount is 2.15 times as large as the original amount. Okay, it increases, the 2 represents the original 100%, the additional 100% gives us the 2, and then the 15% additional increase is this 0.15. Finally, a 99% decrease. We start with a 100%, subtract off 99%, and our new amount would be 1% of the original whole. As a decimal or as a fraction, this is 1 over 100. and as a decimal, this is 0.01. So if there's a 99% decrease, the new amount is 0.01 times as large as the original, or 1% of the original amount.